For decades, we've been told to keep up with the Joneses. Nowadays, it's to keep up with a person on Instagram. But Instagram, YouTube, Discords, social media, none of it's a fair fight. And I want to go into a little bit of reasons why. And I think it's really important that we do this. Now, first, foremost, remember to comment and anything like that down below. Now, I got told recently, and I think I mentioned it in the can't cook, shouldn't cook thing. And so I'm going to just verify it slightly more. I got told recently that I was wrong for stating that Discords and Twitch can be damaging to people's mental health. Yeah, go figure. Yeah, the person who said that, I'm not going to keep their name out of it and everything. But the fact of the matter is, they said that to me. I was wrong for stating this fact. Now, these social medias, Discords, streaming, and everything along that, the internet itself, right? It's not set or designed in a fair manner. You are not coming at it from a level playing field. You could be producing as good content as the person next to you. However, they might get lucky and the algorithm might suit them better. Yes, there are things you can do to help improve your algorithm, like promote via YouTube, which means that they'll get more views, they might get a couple more subscribers, and they'll start the ball rolling. However, that seems really wrong, doesn't it? Because you're comparing yourself to those people. You're comparing yourself to people who have took not an unfair advantage, but an advantage, and that's absolutely fine that they've gone out there and took an advantage. That's that you can feel free to go and do that. I mean, it works. It really does. However, it's one of them things that I think it means that you've really got to tell people this over and over now. Your mind, when you see your numbers on, let's say you've got an Instagram post and you see your numbers are lower than somebody else's, you don't get any likes, you don't, let's say on Twitch, you don't get anyone watching you. That doesn't mean that you're doing anything less great than anybody else. Your brain may tell you, because people don't contact you as much on Discord or anything like that, or your Twitch might not be quite as good as other people's, your Twitch viewers numbers might not be as good as other people's, it doesn't mean you're doing a worse job. Your brain may sit there and it might be like, you're not loved, no one likes you, you're not good enough, you're wrong for this, life's passing you by, you're wasting your time. The reality is you're not. Do you know what? When it says you're not loved, you are. I can guarantee somebody out there loves you. And if somebody out there doesn't love you, who you know right now, I absolutely adore you. Because do you know what? As long as you're being you, you're being the original and best you, that's what matters. If you're copying somebody to try and get more likes, if you're copying somebody, then what is there to love? You're just a carbon copy of somebody. I know some people have a very good ability and their character evolves quite fluidly. I suffer slightly with that. I say suffer. I kind of acclimatise to what's around me and my character molds slightly and it evolves quite easily. And that's why when I say every time you come into contact with somebody, you can change their lives. You will do something that changes their lives slightly. You will change their biases. You'll change their opinions just by being you, just by being yourself. So it's really important to remember that. And if it's around me, it's very likely to do that because I pick up accented words, favorite shows. And if you say to me, I'm off to go and play such a game, 9 out of 10 times, my brain will go, oh, yeah, I remember playing that. I want to play that now. It's so moldable. It's so soul destroying in some ways. Because, do you know what? I don't like to be that all the time. I'd like to not have like the ability for people to implant things into my head. But I think all of us do. But whenever your brain is sat there and it's telling you you're not good enough, it's lying to you. The biggest liar that you will ever have is your own brain. The biggest thing that will tell you the most evil things is your own brain. If you feel like you're having no worth, why is that? Now you've got to take your time and figure out what you want to be, what you want to do. Because I can tell you something, you have worth. You have something that nobody else has. But if you ever do need to talk to someone, then I'm always here. You know, it's one of them things, and I really, really want to end this mental health discussion series this time round, and that's why I wanted to do this. Firstly, to put to bed those people who sit there and say social media, discourse, and streaming can't affect your mental health. They 100% can, and it's very, very important that you understand that. That you understand when it's best to take a bit of time away from social media, etc., so forth. I know people that do it every 2 days out of every week. I know some people that do it a few days every month. I know some people that do it every 3 months. I know some people that do it every year for a week. But if you have to have that detox time, you have to have that time where you can switch off from it, because it will completely destroy you. So everything in moderation. What I also want to end with, because I've got there's one other thing that we'll be playing at the end of this. So please, is the charity awareness thing that I'm doing at the moment for Mental Health Awareness Week. So before we get to that, I want to say thank you very much if you have watched this whole series. I am wrapping it up here. I might bring it back at some point. But for the time being, I want to wrap it up here because I want to do some games and might move that to on Monday and make it mental health related games. Because I want to do Depression Quest and put it on that onto YouTube. Because I did it earlier in stream and it's absolutely amazing. The ways that it put things across is much better than what I can explain. So I think that would be a really good thing to do. But remember, guys, you are brilliant, you are beautiful, and the most of all, you are unique. And the most important one there is that you're unique. You can't be brilliant or beautiful if you are not unique. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Enjoy this last bit. There is like 2 like short clippy things. But yeah, overall, thank you very much. I hope you have a fantastic time. So next Monday it'll be slightly different. It'll be something different. I do still plan on doing the Life is Strange one, but that'll be done on a different date. I want to do it when I want to do that one, but I want to make it a special. So that'll be on it. That'll be a standalone, because I want to go through Life is Strange as a whole. But it'll be a standalone thing. It'll be based on Life is Strange. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy this next bit, and I'll see you very soon. You may know I very rarely get into bed with a charity, but this week it's Mental Health Awareness Week. I am teaming with Shout 85258. So this is the reason why. I do agree that Shout is a very important free service inside the UK. All you got to do is text Shout to 85258 and they will get back to you and let you have a conversation with a real human being. It is not aimed at a small proportion of the UK, so it's not aimed at, for example, just one set like LGBTQ, who are free to use the service. It's not just aimed at people of colour. It's not just aimed at anybody with any disability. It's aimed at each and every single one of you. You can do it from any age, basically. And I think that's really important because it's very inclusive. I will not directly ask for donations. If you do wish to donate, then I will fully support you. And also, I actually think it's a great cause, you know? So I fully support you if you do decide to donate. You may have heard a video that I've just done, which may include how your money would help them. Again, please make sure you're only giving if you can afford to. That goes for any charity, any streamer, or anything in between. I believe in this one as much as I believe in the American version. I know some Americans out there will be watching. So remember, and if you look at the YouTube, there is a link down below. for the American version of this. With COVID-19 hitting the world heavily just a few years back, these services was very much needed, and they are still needed. One of the reasons why I like this idea more than the Samaritans in a way, and that's high praise, is because when you look at this service, you can do this while sat in a room with somebody. You can just get your phone out and do this while sat in the room with somebody so that they don't have to be aware. And I think that's deeply important because you can be the loneliest person in the busiest room. So please go and, even if it's just take this phone number into your phone, it's very easy to remember. Look whether your 85258 is on your phone keypad. It's very easy to remember, but also remember there are lots of other numbers that you can contact throughout the world if you are struggling with your mental health and well-being. Hope you have a fantastic day, guys. And remember that shout 85258.